'Tis a gift to be simple, 'tis a gift to be free, 'tis a gift to come down where we ought to be. And when we find ourselves in the place just right, to be in the valley of love and delight. When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend, we shan't be ashamed. To turn, turn will be our delight, till by turning, turning we come around right. The earth is our mother and the fullness thereof, her streets, her slums, as well as stars above. Salvation is here, where we laugh, where we cry, where we seek and love, where we live and die. When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend, we shan't be ashamed. To turn, turn will be our delight, till by turning, turning we come round right. 'Tis a gift to be simple, 'tis a gift to be fair, 'tis a gift to wake and breathe the morning air. And each day we walk on the path that we choose, 'tis a gift we pray we never shall lose. When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend, we shan't be ashamed. To turn, turn will be our delight, till by turning, turning we come around right.
Good morning. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, and welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Salem. Today we have our singing homilist, Barbara Stebbins-Boaz, speaking, as well as myself. I'm Sarah Pickett, as your celebrant, and we are honored to have you here today to help us celebrate or let go of the new year, and to welcome us on the path of the old year, and welcome us on the path for the new year. Does that sound better? A little bit? Good. So when you came in, you hopefully found a table with these strange things called angel words. These are words that you're supposed to take and just reflect on during the year, maybe place them someplace where you see it daily, and you can kind of look at it and remind yourself of something you want to focus on. Mine, for example, is relax. You'll see another type of that in a little while. The other thing that you were given was a sheet of paper and a pencil, and on that you need to write a word. There's not much more space for a word, so basically a word, an idea, something that you want to let go of for the new year. It may be something about yourself, another person, maybe something about the world, but something that you would like to let go. And later on we will have a little dissolving ceremony to let those ideas go. And then after the service, be sure and stay for some yummy breakfast food and fellowship. This time around the new year has become a time for reflection, both on the last year, good and bad, as well as hopes for the new year, usually good. For now, let us hear from John O'Donohue. At the end of the year. As this year draws to its end, we give thanks for the gifts it brought and how they became inlaid within, where neither time nor tide can touch them. Days when beloved faces shone brighter with light from beyond themselves, and from the granite of some secret sorrow, a stream of buried tears loosened. We bless this year for all that we learned, for all that we loved and lost, and for the quiet way it brought us nearer to our invisible destination. Please join me as we say our affirmation together. Love is our doctrine. Compassion is our way. Here we seek to create a joyful home for free religious exploration. Build a community of caring fellowship. Nurture the hopes and serve the needs of our world. I thought Lorraine was going to grace us with some music, but she's going to later on. Barbara's done a lovely pirouette, and now we will go to the next part. Great. So each week, we light 3 chalices. The first is for us, friends and members of this congregation, the Universalist Congregation of Salem, Oregon. The second chalice we light for our Unitarian Partner Church and dear friends in Šibenfalva, Transylvania, Romania, where they have had a lovely children's service during Christmas. The children came and sang. There was a nice little picture on Facebook about it. Yeah, it was sweet. And the third chalice we light for our children and youth, both in lifespan religious education as well as the world at large. Today, we are also going to go ahead and light, for one last time, the Advent wreath. This is to remind us of the hope, joy, peace, and love that encompasses all of us. I think Joy here got a little squished. Okay. We cannot live in a world that is not our own, in a world that is interpreted for us by others. An interpreted world is not a home. Part of the terror is to take back our own listening, to use our own voice, to see our own light. Saint Hildegard of Bingen. May we recognize our own voice and light within so that we may recognize the same in others. Please join me in singing The Flame into Life.
Rise up, O flame, by thy light glowing, show to us beauty, vision, and joy.
As we follow the path of compassion and gratitude into the new year, both for ourselves as well as for others, let us take these words from Rebecca Parker with us. Choose to bless the world. Your gifts, whatever you discover them to be, can be used to bless or curse the world. The mind's power, the strength of the hands, the reaches of the heart, the gift of speaking, listening, imagining, seeing, waiting. Any of these can serve to feed the hungry, bind up wounds, welcome the stranger, praise what is sacred, do the work of justice, or offer love. Any of these can draw down the prison door, hoard bread, abandon the poor, obscure what is holy, comply with injustice, or withhold love. You must answer this question. What will you do with your gifts? Choose to bless the world. The choice to bless the world is more than an act of will, of moving forward into the world with the intention to do good. It is an act of recognition, a confession of surprise, a grateful acknowledgement that in the midst of a broken world, unspeakable beauty, grace, and mystery abide. There's an embrace of kindness that encompasses all life, even yours. And while there is injustice, apathy, or evil, there moves a holy disturbance, a benevolent rage, a revolutionary love, protesting, urging, insisting, that which is sacred will not be defiled. Those who bless the world live their life as a gesture of thanks for this beauty and this rage. The choice to bless the world can take you into solitude to search for the sources of power and grace, native wisdom, healing, and liberation. More, the choice will draw you into community, the endeavor shared, the heritage passed on, the companionship of struggle, the importance of keeping faith. The life of ritual and praise, the comfort of human friendship, the company of earth, the chorus of life welcoming you. None of us alone can save the world. Together, that is another possibility waiting. May we remember daily that we are the path of compassion and gratitude. Amen. So Lisa Laramone shared on Breeze that Mary Solstrom, who's 98, in case you weren't aware, has moved to assisted living in Cedar Village on Lancaster. And she sends her love and would love to see you come and visit her. So please do so. And Leslie and Bob Zeigen wrote in the book this morning that their friend Nathan, they hope that we wish him luck in finding a job that suits his considerable talents. So we wish Nathan the best of luck. You may share your joys and concerns in the book when you come in, or on the website, as you can see, and they will be shared as well. I'm going to light one last candle for all the joys and concerns that remain in our hearts. I want to remind you that if we go to the next slide, that Lifeline Slave Ministry is always here to help you in your needs and to help the minister. And in fact, if you think that this is something that you might have a gift for, Reverend Rick is looking for such people. I don't know if there are brochures out today, but there usually are. And if not, please be sure and check with him. The other thing we want to remind you about is that next Sunday, so it's the second Sunday of the month, it's Compassionate Connections. This is a time where if you're having a little bit of trouble or someone you know is having a little bit of trouble in life, and you just need an extra moment of prayer and of peace to know that things are going to be okay. It's a time to meet with Reverend Rick and the Lifeline Slave Ministry people for that time. So we hope you take advantage of that. Thank you.
May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be whole. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be whole. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be whole.
T.S. Eliot is quoted as saying that last year's words belong with last year. Today, we are going to dissolve some of last year's words, thoughts, ideas, and beliefs so that we may start anew to a new year with all of its possibilities. So now, please bring forward your dissolving paper with a word or phrase written on it and place it in this bowl of water and watch it go away. If you would like, you may say what that word or phrase is as you place the paper in the water, for sometimes giving voice to what we let go helps us to actually let go. So now please come forward.
Catastrophizing, even humorously.
I'm going to miss that, Barbara. Impatience.
Being too critical of myself.
Release 20 pounds.
Mine says be welcoming, and I think that's just very important for us in this congregation.
Judgment. I'm gonna let go.
Inertia.
Chronic insomnia.
For my husband, pain. For me, less anxiety.
Self-doubt and constant worry.
Hesitation.
I want to let go of being hurt.
Anxieties.
Expectations.
Attachments.
Donald Trump and Trumpism.
Hesitation.
Holding on to concepts that are habitual and based in fear.
cancer diagnosis.
Grief.
Negativity.
Apprehension.
Anxiety.
Too high of expectations. Fear. Fear.
Harsh feelings.
Prejudice.
Resentment.
Unhealthy attachments.
For me, I said rushing. Now that we have said goodbye to the last year, here's a blessing for the new year from Mary Eads. No worries. Perfect. Thank you so much. Like the cosmic dust following after a great meteor, we are the living remnants of time and all that has come to pass in its wake, briefly shining lights on the way to eternity. We are only visible to the naked eye for an instant. Take this moment to shine like the stardust you are. May the light of our time on earth shine to bless the world and each other. Shine, shine, shine.
Dad found it. Dark gray and huge. He framed it in pine, added a narrow tray to the bottom, and secured it to the wall. A slate blackboard. It was stupendous. Mom bought a couple boxes of chalk, white and colored, and I was in seventh heaven. I loved blackboard. It always spoke to me with encouragement. The chalk sticks were like dusty candles that exploded into words, numbers, and drawings. That board helped me to spell and learn the times tables. On it, I practiced creative penmanship of different styles, from boxy to balloon letters. If I didn't like what I saw, whoosh, whoosh, I'd sweep it away with the eraser. I knew exactly what a clean slate meant, and in a cloud of chalk dust, I would whip up something new. I said blackboard spoke to me. I suspect it also had conversations with the upright piano, which stood proudly against the wall at right angles with blackboard. I spent many hours practicing piano. I think blackboard got a little jealous and felt neglected, especially as I grew older and learning became more complicated, more interior, in ways that chalk on slate couldn't capture. And sadly, my creative energy seemed to dwindle under the weight of academics. But there was one exception. During the holidays, especially Christmas, when I was home from college, blackboard would shout at me for attention. I usually didn't respond immediately, but it was inevitable. I just had to find the right moment. And then one day, I would pick up a dry bit of chalk and create a wondrous mural. I wouldn't have a particular image in mind, though turkeys and Christmas trees often featured. Once I was done, the board went silent, and seemed to be smiling, as if I'd scratched it in all the right places. No matter what dark feelings I had when I started, guilt, sadness, frustration, disappointment, I always felt better afterwards. The mural stayed there for weeks until Blackboard muttered something about a facelift, a makeover, a new perspective, please. Eventually, swooshes with the eraser and a damp sponge wiped away the old to make way for something new and fresh. That was a long time ago, more than half a century. Here we are, carefully tucking 2022 into bed while tying off the umbilical cord of 2023. Wow, a newborn year. It has so much potential. How do we welcome and nurture it? Well, I hope this gift helps. A big slate blackboard and some chalk. Oh, I know, we don't even use those things anymore. Maybe some of you have never even seen them. So, substitute what you like. Whiteboard and markers, scented or not, your computer screen with a glowing blank page, a piece of paper and a pencil, a quiet forest path, or a wide open sky. There really aren't any user instructions, but based on my experiences, here are some suggestions. Offer thanks to that person or animal or situation that gave you the nudge to open yourself. Use your board to learn something new and practice it with glee. Encourage your imagination to create something wondrous. Feel free to wipe everything away if you feel like it and make a fresh start. Find someone with whom to share your efforts. Finally, give someone else a blackboard and chalk. Happy New Year.
And now for our meditation, we are going to do it together. It's a little bit of a body meditation. And as far as cameras go, I'm actually going to move in a second to the center. So cameras might want to follow me. We're going to do some Tai Chi as a gentle body meditation. If you're really good at it, you'll be able to also focus on your breath at the same time. Now, we don't have to stand. We're just going to do arms. And if possible, I'd like to try something called mirroring. So I'm going to raise a hand, and I want you to raise the same hand. So I am raising my right, thank you, Deborah, exactly. I am raising my right hand, therefore you should be raising your left hand. Good switch, exactly. Follow this along. If I do this, I'm doing this. The more we are able to do that, the less likely we're going to hit each other. That's why I suggest it. If that's too much for you, don't worry about it. I'm sure your neighbor will not mind. And we're kind of spread out. So here we go. Maybe a little wider. Now we're going to allow our minds and our bodies to reconnect with that again, since that was all new learning to them. So let's do it one more time. We support UUCS through our donations, time, money, and connections. We support the Salem community through donations to the Marion Polk Food Share, and for the month of January, Family Promise. Family Promise has been helping homeless families regain their feet. And here at UUCS, we have helped them do that for over 25 years. We have kept it going as much as we can through the pandemic and into today. In fact, we will be hosting people again in this building the week of January 15th. And Roberta and Deborah are here to help you find out how you would like to help during that week, for they still need help. So for those of you how to donate, for those of you here in person, bags will be passed forth soon, or you may donate by putting items in the little red wagon, and you may also visit the website to donate. Thank you for all you do in maintaining both the community of UUCS and of Salem. So next Sunday, Reverend Rick will be back at the pulpit, finding our center. This is the beginning of a new type of Sunday. The second Sunday of every month the theme is going to be around the Soul Matters theme, whatever the Soul Matters Connections Groups themes are. So those of you in Connections Groups will know what it is. Those of you who aren't, won't, but it'll be a surprise for you. In other words, it'll be a surprise for you is what I'm trying to say. It'll be a pleasant surprise, I hope. And it might encourage you maybe to sign up for a Connections Group sometime. The other thing that's going to happen is that there's going to be a special luncheon afterwards, just some soup and rolls, sponsored by the facilitators of the Connections Groups and Connection Group members, just as a little time to offer a little extra special fellowship. And then the other thing that is happening, and I'm glad that Reverend Rick is not here, is that, although he might be watching us on YouTube, is that the 15th is going to be a really cool special day, and I hope you all come. January 15th is going to be a celebration of you all, the congregation, and Reverend Rick, and how you have been together for 30 years. Can you believe it? 30 years, that is a long time for a relationship that has grown and has developed and has been based on love. So please come to that. Reverend Rick is going to do a special sermon. There are little Easter eggs within the service for those of you that know that term. And there will be another special lunch after that as well, with cake, of course, because we have to eat cake, right? Cake is very important. Absolutely. Absolutely. Besides that, there are lots of things going on. Actually, you'll find out about a new activity that's going to be happening. You're going to find out next week about a new activity. I'm not going to tell you what it is, though. And meanwhile, look on the website, read your newsletter that the communications team puts out every month, read the Friday update, and you'll find all sorts of cool things. Should we extinguish the chalices? Okay. As we extinguish the chalices, these words from Jack Cornfield. May your holidays and the turning of the seasons bring new light, bring great love, wisdom, and understanding into your life, to all you touch and across this beautiful blue-green globe.
Please stand and let's sing ourselves out with There Is More Love Somewhere. There is more love somewhere. There is more love somewhere. I'm gonna keep on till I find it. There is more love somewhere. There is more hope somewhere. There is more hope somewhere. I'm gonna keep on till I find it. There is more hope somewhere. I'm gonna keep on till I find it. There is more peace somewhere. There is more joy somewhere. There is more joy somewhere. I'm gonna keep on till I find it. There is more joy somewhere.